Hey YouTube, got a brand new toy. This is a Dragunov SVD by A&K. There's a few things I want to point out before I get started on the actual review of this gun. This spring, it's a spring back rifle, which most of them are. It's a little hard to pull back. This is already cocked back, but it's a little hard to pull back if you're a smaller guy like me. I found myself firing once every 30 to 45 seconds. Bigger guys aren't going to have to worry about this. Another thing that I want to point out is that the entire gun is metal except for the pistol grip, which is attached to the stock, and the forward grip. Everything else is completely metal. And another thing I want to point out is the scope and the scope mount did not actually come with the gun. They were bought separately. Let's get started. Well, there's a few other things. This magazine holds 60 rounds, and this gun will shoot anywhere from 450 to 500 feet per second. So it's a pretty decent gun. So let's go ahead and get started on our review. The positives that I want to point out is this cheek rest. Absolutely love it. It's extremely comfortable. It is not adjustable though, so don't go into this thinking that you're going to get an adjustable cheek rest. That's not going to happen. This is stationary cheek rest, but I'm sure you can change that with any aftermarket parts. Sling mount. There's a sling mount here on the front barrel, which is the sling mount itself is metal, and the one back here, which is also metal. So don't worry about losing your sling. Just don't use cheapy slings. The next thing that I'd really like to point out is this buttstock is metal. So if you're looking for comfort, try and find a different buttstock. The trigger mechanism and trigger guard, along with the mag release, are also metal. The magazine that comes with the gun is metal, so lots of metal. This gun weighs anywhere from 5 to 7 pounds, so it's a little on the heavier side. So any of those guys that are going to run around a lot for 3 or 4 hour games, this probably isn't the gun to use. As far as snipers go, I'm not a fan of them, so my review might be a little biased, but Anyways, so you do have a stock adjustable iron sight. It's the same iron sight that's on any AKs, if you know anything about those. And then you have your little circle sight up here. So I was out plinking around with this in backyard, just doing some backyard play. About 30 to 40 meters. This thing is extremely accurate. So as far as accuracy goes, it's a great gun. So yeah, another thing that I really want to point out is if any of you guys ever consider buying the Matrix 4x32 optic, not exactly the best, just throwing it out there. So there's a lot of things that I like about this gun, a lot of things I don't. The things I don't like is the fact that it's heavy. Another thing I don't like is the fact that you have to pull it back every time you fire. It gets a little repetitive and makes your arm hurt after a while. Things I do like about this gun: it's full metal. The ABS plastic stock and forward grip are extremely solid. They're not going anywhere. And the sling mounts, absolutely love them. The 60 round magazine is a little high for me. I think they could have went with a 30 because it is a sniper rifle. But as far as that's concerned, you can get a 30, a 60, and 120 round magazine. 120 is obviously your high cap. So that's the A&K Dragunov SVD. Hope you liked the video. Thanks again for watching.